This morning's been a bit of a nightmare. It's taken me 3 hours to find a lake that's not got a lid on it around my area. Several phone calls later, a friend put me on to a lake only 15 minutes from my house. Been a member of it for 3 years as it goes, but I've never had the chance to fish it really, not at the time. Got down here, done a couple of laps. It's only about an acre in size, but there is, as I've been told, a good head of 20s in it and even a 30-pound common to go at. Like I said, got down here, didn't say nothing. So I've just plotted up in the middle, put 3 singles out, raspberry and black pepper pop-up, Caribbean cocktail, and a peanut pro pop-up. As soon as I do see something, either to the left of me or to the right of me, I can see the whole lake. So if anything shows, I'm on it. I'm the only one down here. Massive advantage for me because I can move straight on it and hopefully bag myself a winter carp. A few hours into the session now, not saying nothing to go by to warrant me to move from my swim. I've been up and down the banks looking for any sort of sign of fish, but yeah, that severe drop in temperature the last few days has definitely slowed the carp right up. Still got a few hours left, so fingers crossed a fish might show itself and give me an indication to what part of the lake they're in, so I can put a rig on top and hopefully catch one. Well, on arrival to the lake, I decided to change my setup to a heli setup. Nice light lead, decent hook link, about 7 inches, balanced pop up. And as I've never been here before, didn't want to go thrashing leads around in my swim and potentially spook fish. So I know when I cast out and I feel a decent drop, I know I'm fishing effectively, which then will give me every chance of catching a fish. Well, you join me again at the same little 1 acre pit I was at last time. Unfortunately that was a blank, despite all my efforts. Like I said, I'm back down here. Got down here just as the sun was rising. Very, very cold. Done my standard couple laps round just to try and see anything. Fortunately I didn't. So I've gone on a gut instinct and I've come down the bottom end of the lake. But I hope some fish will be residing. Actually had a couple of liners from the off, so indicates to me there could be some fish down here, or as I've been told, could be some crays munching on me bait. I'm going to be like documenting these videos of my sessions, and I'm in a lucky enough position to be supported by Crafty Catcher. All these videos will be on their YouTube channel and on their Facebook. If you do have any questions on the bait, rigs, or any general question regarding carp fishing, don't hesitate to drop an inbox on their Facebook page and I'll be on the other end to answer any questions you may have. Not fishing that far out to be fair, because like isn't big, just off the edge of a willow tree to me left, and probably, well, I'm 6.5 wraps out into the middle. Fishing Caribbean cocktail pop-ups today. Give them a bit of a gluggage, and they've got a proper sticky, gooey, dark red colour, so giving off loads of attraction. There is actually a lake just behind this one. It's meant to be more of a runs water. So what I've done is I've had a little look just the other side of this path, a couple of likely spots. I walked down there earlier, put some bait in, so hopefully if it doesn't happen on this lake, I'll drop onto the back one and hopefully bag myself some carp. Well, after a move of swim, I finally managed to bag one. Only a mid-double, but in the winter, a fish is a fish. Grateful with any bite. Just get hydrated. Water is absolutely freezing. Whee. And she's still quite lively. Angry fish. Good to catch on a winter's day, as cold as this one. Right, let's get her back. God, this water's cold. There she goes. Well, good morning. As you can see, I'm wrapped up warm. It is cold. I'm back down the 1 acre pit in search of that £30 common, £30 winter common. That's what I want. Both rods are out, they're both on good spots. Little handful of 10mm Caribbean cocktails over the top of them, and a Caribbean cocktail pop-up. Just to recall back from my last session, I did actually catch one, mid-double common, Hands are absolutely like ice blocks after, but well worth it. After then, packed up and went home. Gear went in the cupboard, and then I enjoyed the festive period, just like you lot probably did. So after Christmas, just into the new year, probably I think it was 2nd of January, I was back out on the bank. This time I was off to shoot a feature for Crafty Catcher of Mark Rosencroft. Destination was Orchid Lake in Oxfordshire, the home of the 30s, and spirits were high. We got there in a double swim. Fish, the lake had done 2 fish to 38 pounds I believe the morning we got there, so we thought yes, definitely in for a chance. So got everything set up for the next morning, sat up all night, loads of cups of tea, good catch up, then we got our heads down. Following morning it was game over. Temperatures dropped to -6, so the lake froze solid. So we decided to call it a day. Took half hour to get our rods back in, and then he headed to another lake near his hometown. I headed home back in the warmth. So last night decided to change my setup. As I've learned a little bit about the lake now, I know the bottom's quite uniform and it's clear. There's no weed, there's no nothing in here. So I've ditched the helicopters and gone back to my preferred method, lead clip. That way I can fish a nice 4-ounce flat pair lead, short hook link, semi-stiff, so it always kicks out from the lead. And I know when the fish picks up the bait, it'll come in contact with that heavy lead straight away, which normally means game over. They're hooked. You'd hear in a minute, farmer's out giving it out with his gun. First time I heard it, I need to change my pants. Must be well close. Any minute. Feel sorry for them pigeons. It's now just gone 12 o'clock. The rods have been out for approximately 4 hours and nothing's happened yet. It is that time of year, the carp do slow up quite a bit. They're not as active, and maybe I need to have a change up. So bearing that in mind, I'm gonna give the rods another hour before making a decision. I'll probably reel them in. Not yet, mate. Not yet. Hopefully soon. Cheers, mate. Nice old man. You're a nice dog as well. Right, back to it. We're gonna have a little change up. Oh, here's his dog. Come here, mate. Oh, I'm about to get licked to death. Come here, come here. Yeah. Look at the camera. Look, there was that. Off he goes. Oh no, he's coming back. Well, before I got rudely interrupted by a big black poodle getting in on the action, I was just saying that it's been 4 hours on. Would have thought I'd have had a bite by now. There was a few fish in here, so maybe the baiting approach I went for to start with probably wasn't the one. So to change up and do something different, I'm gonna tie up little bags of natural hemp. Just got the little pot here, perfect for your day sessions. They're like little 1 litre bucket, small, not heavy, don't take no room up. They're absolutely ideal. Probably last for a few days, to be fair, if you're only tying little bags up. But yeah, resealable, fresh, spot on. So, gonna give it another hour. If nothing happens, I'll reel the rods in, I'll have a little walk around, never know, might see some fish. And if I don't see nothing, I'll put them back up in this swim, tie a couple of little bags up, put them both back out on the spots. Hopefully, I might get me a bite. Oh. Right, I've just reeled in. Evidence of craze, I don't know if you can see that. Been having a little pinch. So, both the rods are coming in. Gonna make a little change. Hopefully I can pick up a carp. It's been a few hours since I last spoke to you. Nothing's happened. I've not seen any signs of fish to move on. Lake's been quite lifeless. But I'm going to give it another hour, because last time I was here the bite come up 3:30, which is half an hour wait. Oh, I've been rudely interrupted. Nathan will have to wait. So, going to give it another hour and hope by the end of the session I'll have a carp in the bottom of my net. I'll slowly start packing away to try and get warm, because I'm freezing cold. And yeah, hopefully I'll have carp in my net, or it's going to be another blank. But I will be back, and I will have learnt from this session, and hopefully I'll get a little bit closer to that £30 common I want. You join me at Crafty HQ today. I work here 2 days a week, and on a Monday I work in the office. I schedule all the Facebook for the week, and I edit the videos that I've taken the week before and the photos of products, and that's my main role here on a Monday as a media man. On a Tuesday I'm out fishing, filming my diary and taking a ton of product shots for the company. Today I can't fish because the lakes are frozen solid. We have had some pretty cold temperatures over the last week, so there's no fishing at all, I don't think, till at least the weekend, when the warmer weather will hopefully arrive. So after I've done my work and finished this big hit video off, which you guys will see before this video comes out, I'll take you into the factory and give you like an exclusive behind the scenes look at the manufacturing process at Crafty Catcher, which I'm pretty sure hasn't been done before. So I'll crack on with my work, and then when I'm finished I'll show you guys around. After I'd finished all my work on the Mac and had a bit of lunch, I decided to grab the camera and give you a tour around the Crafty Catcher factory and show you behind the scenes. Oh, it smells well nice. A really exclusive shot for you here. This is the brand new chocolate and vanilla nut from the Fleet Hit range. It's due out in spring 2017, and it's done really well over the last 12 months in testing. This is the drying room, and this what you see here is a regular process throughout the day. Showing the warehouse, the big it floaters. Definitely be using them when the warm weather comes. Nice to see loads of stock in the warehouse. As high as it goes. Buckets and buckets and buckets of particle. As long as the aisle goes. Proper busy warehouse, this one. All that hemp. Good old King's Point. Definitely getting back on that number one. Good old crafty particle. Just goes for miles. As high as you can go. This warehouse is massive. Buckets after buckets. Hey, one of my favourites. Always use them. Proper handy little pots. And then keep going up. Wonder what's in there. King Prawn 20 mils. Definitely my number one bait. Loads of confidence in it. Your floaters. Yeah. It's the warehouse. In a different part of the warehouse. Absolutely stack loads of king prawn. Ready to be bagged up and sent off to the shops. Yeah, mate. More king prawn. Oh, it smells so nice. And we got some more hiding in there. Oh, would you look at that? Even more of it. Well, last but not least, the room that all the baits come to on their final stages to be bagged. This little contraption. Bait starts from here, works its way down through the little system into the bag where it's sealed shut. There's no one here, they're all on their lunch break, so I can't even, I've got no idea how to use this, so I can't show you a demonstration on how it works. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tour around the Crafty Catch factory. Give you a little insight to the day-to-day procedures that we go through to manufacture the bait you see on the shelves. It's the 31st of January, I'm down Chigborough Fisheries. I'm down here shooting a feature for Crafty Carper. I've been here about an hour. I've already lost one unfortunately, so that's a bit of a bummer. But I've got the whole day down here. So, I'm going to give it a couple more hours in this swim. I get no indication there are fish out in front of me. I will reel in, walk round and try and find some. Well, it's been a couple of hours. No indication of fish in this swim, so I'm going to move a few swims down in between a set of islands. I hope I can nick a bite. I've just got down to the swim, about 100 yards down from the other one. First cast didn't feel the lead, there's a lot of siltweed in here. So I didn't feel the lead, I've recasted, and on the second cast I see a fish show. So I've casted directly into the area, I see the fish. So it's encouraging signs. Hopefully I can bag myself a fish. Right, that's all 3 rods out. I know I'm on fish because I've seen fish in the swim. It's all down to the carp gods now. Give you a view of the swim. Got an island there to me right. A decent channel out in the middle. And another island to me left, which has a channel running through the side of that as well. Nothing's happened yet. Haven't seen a fish for a good hour now in this swim, but to be fair, I haven't seen any other signs anywhere else on the lake. So I'm probably just going to sit it out here, give it another hour, hour and a half of watching the water like a hawk, just to try and see anything, any sign. Just hope they start showing themselves soon, so it'll give me an indication to where they are. Because normally if you can find a couple of fish this time of year, they'll be showed up in big numbers, and if I can get on a pack of fish, hopefully I can get myself a bite. Well, I've literally got an hour left of the session. I've just moved swims, I put everything back in the car because there's an horrible mist on the lake, and now it's just started raining and my camera's getting wet. I've literally just had to throw my coat over the top of it to stop any damage. The swim earlier I was in, I saw a single show. I didn't see any other sign of fish in that swim for a good number of hours. All that happened in there was the birds dived down on me and done me savagely, constantly picking up my hook baits, driving me mad. So I've jumped in this swim for the last hour. Well, I thought I was going to get an hour. It's starting to proper come down now, and I've got no cover here, so I'm going to get soaked. But I'll give it another half hour, put my coat on, stay dry. If I don't see any fish or I don't get any indication, it's going to be time to call it a day and come back down another day and hopefully try and snare one. Couldn't do any more than what I've done in this session. I've worked my socks off. I've walked around this place several times looking for any sign of a fish to fish for. And in the winter it's so hard. If you don't find them, the chances of catching are so slim. You really do need to find these fish in the winter. As everyone says, location in the winter, I think it's essential to catch a fish. You have to locate them. And today I've only located one fish, and that just didn't do me no justice. I thought I would have caught one. I thought I would have found a pack of fish after finding one, but that wasn't the case. So I'm going to put my camera away now because I don't want to get him wet. And hopefully if I do catch one, I'll whip the camera back up, put my coat over, and I'll show you the fish. If not, I'll see you on my next session. Well, before I go to bed, I'm going to do some rig preparations for tomorrow. I'm going to tie up a few Ronnie rigs. Never used them before, but loads of people are catching on them, and the hook holds have been absolutely immense that I've seen. So I'm going to tie a couple up. I'm going to start off with a size 5 curved shank hook. Get it out of the pack. And I'm going to use a quarter kicker. I've just cut the top bit off where it bends, just so it makes it a bit easier to get it onto the, the shank. So I'll lick the hook. Try and push it on, it's a bit fiddly, but it will go on. And it goes. Nearly. There we go. And then I'm going to grab a size 8 ring swivel. This can be a bit tricky to get on, but if you open the quick link up slightly, it'll just make it a little bit easier with the quick link. I'll hook myself. Click. So that's in. Just try and push that quick link down a bit so it sits flush. Give it a good wet. And then slide the kicker down onto the quick link. Again, it can be a bit fiddly, but it will go down. There we go. Right. Then that's that bit done. Then I'll take a bait screw, thread that onto the hook, like so. Then I'll just grab a little rubber hook bead, stopper, whatever you want to call it. I'll thread that onto the hook just to make sure the that doesn't come off. Like so. That's the main bit done. All we've got to do now is just tie my chosen material to make the boom section. I normally fish them short, so I'll take about 6 inches. And then I run that through the big eye, create a little loop, do an overhand loop, and I'll just pass the whole hook swivel through that loop, like so. Can be a bit fiddly, there we go. Then I stop the knot in my fingers so the knot doesn't travel down the braid, just so I can have just that small loop. Then I'll tighten it all up, like so. And that's the main section done. Just cut the tag end off. Tie loop the other end so it can go on your quick link. And there you go, the Ronnie rig. Just add the putty to the knot, so the putty will grip around the knot, won't go nowhere. And then you've got a perfectly balanced rig. Well, it's nice and early in the morning. Normally on a Friday I'll be on the buses working, but today I've got the day off. There's only one thing for it, I'm going fishing. Just literally having a quick sort out of all my gear. And then I'm going to load the car, hit the road. Going back down to Chigbar, it's like 5 minutes from my house. All the bait's sorted, hopefully I can go there today, try and bag myself a few carp. That's the plan. I'll see you down there. Well, en route back to the car, I thought I'd get the camera out and explain to you what I was doing. Little did I know, there was no sound being recorded. Massively frustrating. So what I was actually doing was leaving all the gear at the lake, as there was no one there, and I was pretty confident my gear would be safe, as I only lived 2 minutes away. So I needed to go home and grab my memory cards for the camera, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to film anything. So I quickly nipped home, got my cards, got back within 5 minutes, obeying the speed limits of course, and I got myself fishing.
Never forget you.
Right, quick load about. I found a nice clear spot between the blanket weed. I'm going to fish 2 rods on it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap 2 rods and the spot rod, get some bait out, and then I'll drop the rigs on top.
Before the feelings hurt my soul. What I learned from your lies is I don't need you at all. I tried to be kind, I gave it my all. But you changed your mind, and it felt so.
Well, I've just put a few spots out, so I'll just go a bit higher. See what I'm doing. It's better. Just put a few spots out. Got my nuke baits. Found me rigs I tied last night. And I'm ready to go 2 rods. It's looking bang on today. It's like feeling a lot more confident now. There we go. Got my tackle box. Yeah, I'm feeling so much more confident today than I've done the last couple of weeks. Stuff's going everywhere. Try some of these like Ronnie wigs up. Never used them before. You probably can't see that. I'll show you in a bit. Never used them before. Everyone seems to be using them. Catching loads of fish. So I thought I'll jump on the bandwagon and have a crack at them. Where's my tail rubbers? Trying to find there now. Right. Tackle box. Good job it weren't open. Otherwise I wouldn't have been impressed. Right. Gonna stick out the raspberry and black pepper pop-ups on top of that. And I'll probably be changing throughout the day if I'm not catching. Try and see what the carp want. On. Can't look myself. There we go. I use got bait screws on. A lot easier to get yoke baits on. So easy just to screw them on. Get your rods in and out in seconds. Proper glug these. I'm gonna get my hands covered. Let's get that one. Oh, I don't know if it smells nice. Now my hands are going pink. Right, there's the first rod. Let's get this out in the pond. Not going to catch while it's out here. Right, just make sure that this is popped up alright. Oh, that is on point.
It's time to be strong. All the memories in my head. Never behind, so let's not waste time. I'll never forget you.
Well, that's all 3 rods out. 2 on a baited area, put about 7 spots out. They went out first time of asking, so that's always a bonus. And third one's on a single on a corner of an island. Islands are like carp magnets. Carp will always be patrolling around them, so hopefully I can pick a few carp off that. Can't believe the change in weather. It's absolutely glorious today. It's not cold one bit. Absolutely beautiful. I'll have to take a couple of layers off soon. I'm roasting. I'm gonna have some breakfast, and I'll see you guys soon. And hopefully it won't be long till I'll have a fish in my net. Well, quick update, it's 1:15. I'm in my second swim of the day, been there for a good hour and a half, and I've had nothing as of yet. All I've had is the swans absolutely torturing me, diving down relentlessly on 2 of my spots. So, it's doing my absolute brain in. But they're not going to leave me alone, so I'll probably give it another half an hour in here. And if I don't see any signs of fish, I'm going to move down the other end of the lake, get on the back of this wind again. Oh, they picked me up again, the swans. Turning into an absolute nightmare of a session. They just won't leave me alone. It's an absolute joke. This is the worst I've ever had it. They're absolutely savage on here. No. Well, I'll give it another half an hour, unless they annoy me that much, and I'll be gone. But I just checked my phone, and there's meant to be some savage rain coming in the next 3 hours, so I've got 3 hours to catch fish. No ifs, no buts. I've got to try and catch one. So next time you see me, I'll be in the other swim, all set up, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll nick myself a bite. Right, finally into a fish. Single pop up on the island. Putting up a good account of himself, give him that. There goes my pink pop up. Cool, he's lively. Happy days. Cool. Nice little common. Right, let's get everything ready and get him out. I'll show you. And there you go. Nice little dark common. Hopefully there'll be some more to come. So yeah, single hook bait fishing. If you haven't tried it, I strongly suggest you do. Right, let's get him back. Hopefully catch myself another one. Well, as the swans are on me again, absolutely destroying my spot. I've had to reel in. But what I've got a rod in my hand, I thought I'd show you the rig I'm using and the setup to catch that common. So today I'm on a heli setup, as you can see. And I'm using this setup today because the lake bed in here is quite soft and there's a lot of blanket weed. Fishing this setup will enable me to present my hook bait much more effectively than on a leg clip setup. So I've got a leadless leader, not much of it, probably a 1.5 foot. Then I've got a 3-ounce distance lead, 6-inch boom of Camatech soft, a size 5 curve shank, and a raspberry and black pepper pop up. This is what 99% of the time I'd use this for my single hook bait fishing, just so I can cast it out, and if I feel a decent drop, I can leave it and I know I'm fishing. Well, the swans and all the wildlife have just moved off my spot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bang this back out on the spot and hopefully I can nick another bite.
Oh, I've lost it.
Right, it's been about an hour and a half since I last had that fish. I've stayed put in the same swim because I've seen a couple more fish show out in the middle, so I put my left hand rod out into the area in the hope they're still there and I can nick a bite. The wildlife have also left me alone for a bit, thank God. It's starting to proper frustrate me having to quickly reel my rods in because I didn't want to hook a swan. As the lake is shallow, they can easily reach the bottom. So I've probably got a couple of hours left of the session. Rain hasn't turned up yet, but I'm guessing it is on its way. And I've got no shelter, so I do not want to be getting soaked. So yeah, a couple of hours left. Rods are still out. I saw a fish show literally 15 minutes ago. So they're still in here, and I've got every chance of catching another fish.
Well, I've literally got about 40 minutes left. I reckon even half an hour. I can see the rain coming. The lake's just come to life. I've seen 3 shows in the last 5 minutes down into that little corner where the wind's pushing in. I'd be absolutely mad not to go down there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly throw everything on the barrow, get down there, just flick 3 singles out into the spots that I've seen the fish. I'll just lay the rods on the floor. I want to make as minimum disturbance as possible. So I don't want to be spooking them fish out of that swim. So just quickly pack up and get round there. Well, I'm in the swim. I think I've literally got 15 to 20 minutes max until that rain hits. So I'm literally just going to flick these out until it starts raining. And if the fish are still here, I hope I can bag one nice and quick. Flick these rods out. One more shine on the end of these reeds on the right. That's going to be my first rod. Just creep in. Got to do this in one cast. Little underarm flick. There's definitely one down here. There's one. First cast. Done. Right, that's it. Get landing it. Oh. Let's sit back up there and stay away from the area. Let's put that there. Well, it hasn't taken long, and I'm in. Off the reed line where I spotted him earlier. Oh, tripped over my net. Have to get this fish in, it's proper doing me in the reed line. Where is he? Here he comes. Just waddling about at a minute. Oh, it's a bit bigger than the last one. It's probably a lot bigger. Here he comes. Oh no, tree above me's going to do me. Come into my net, mate. Get in! Yes! Happy days. Oh, he's a lot bigger. Another double. What a result. Oh. It's important to move in. If you see fish, you got to move. Right, I'm going to get him on, get the rod back out down there, and hopefully I'll catch another one. Just get all the gear off.
Right, back to use my head torch so you can see what I'm doing. It's hard to do in the dark. Let's get that sorted. Right, got a fish, and it's worth weighing, I think. It's Probably my biggest fish of the year, to be fair. But let's get this net sorted. Let's get her up. Hopefully she'll behave herself. Oh, she's cold. Oh, easy. Please behave. Get you up. There she is. A nice stalked common. Just goes to show, if you see fish, don't hesitate to move on them. If I had to move from that swim onto this fish, I may not have caught another fish. All I saw was a stem move. I come into the swim, put a single pop out into the area, literally 4 foot off the bank, and I managed to snare this nice common. Just show you the other side, then we'll get her back. Shuffle up a bit closer. Probably going to weigh her just before I put her back. Oh, easy. Don't in the face. There we go. Beautiful, well buzzing, absolutely made up. Can't believe my luck. It's been really bad recently. It's all come well. Day off work, come fishing. Happy days, buzzing. Wow, it's bigger than I thought. 23 and a half. A quick phone call to the girlfriend and she nicely agreed to come and do some pictures for me. So I safely retained the fish in the margins and packed up in the rain and awaited for her arrival. Well, good morning. I'm back down Chigba Fisheries. I've just had a long walk around the lake to try and find some fish. Spent a good hour searching for them. Didn't see any signs of fish, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up in a popular swim called the Long Chuck. That's going to be my starting point. I can see a lot of the water from that swim, and hopefully I can build from that swim. If I don't catch from there, hopefully I can see some signs of fish from that swim. So we're going to get everything out of the car, on the barrow, and I'll walk around. Right, that's 2 rods done. So I'll show you what I'm doing today. I'm literally just fishing single hook baits. The raspberry and black pepper pop-ups. I've had a bit of a been enhanced with some glug. And that's it, that's all I'm doing all day. Just gonna fish on the barrow, plot around the lake. As soon as I find some fish, then I'll stay in that swim. But until then, I'll just be walking around casting singles out in different swims and hope I can interact some fish. So let's get this rigged on and get it out in the pond. Well, just a quick update. I've been in this swim called Long Chuck for an hour and a half now, and I've seen no shows. All I've had is the cooks diving down on me as usual. Just picking up the 1 rod this time, so it's bearable. So I think I'm going to give it another 20 minutes in here. If I don't see no shows, I don't see any signs, I'm going to go around the back part of the lake. I never fished it before. It's like a little labyrinth. Loads of little channels, reed lines, snags. Maybe hold some carp around the back there. Drop singles out in the margins and over to the reed lines. Hopefully I can pick up a fish that way. Right, I've just found some fish. I'll just literally place 1 rod on top of that. Just a single on top of that. And I'm hoping it's not going to be long for that rattles off. I've literally been walking around all day trying to find fish, and I've just found this on the back lake. So fingers crossed that rod will come into action pretty soon. Right, just an update. I've moved from that swim to excuse me, the just fizzled out, the fish had moved on, so I decided to move. I've gone back into the same swim that I was fishing last week, where I had that 20 pound common from, fishing the exact same spots where I saw fish and where I had that fish. So what I'm going to do is going to sit back, be quiet, and just watch the water and hope I can see some fish show. And yeah, just sit here and enjoy it, enjoy my fishing. Well, good morning. Down Chigborough again. Just doing the day. Was planning on doing the night, but discovered my boiler had a huge hole in it, so that put a stop to that. Picked a swim, have seen a few fish, put 2 singles out on them spots, and I thought I'd do one spot with a little bit of bait. The minute the spot went out, swans come straight in, and they're still there munching on it as we speak. So, give it a couple of hours in here, keep my eyes out. If I don't see any more signs, then I'm probably going to move on to the wind like I did last time. See if I can bag myself a bite. Well, I've not got long left of the session. Seen a few fish recently, so I know I'm in the right area. It's looking good for a bite as well, so fingers crossed. That sadly brings part 1 to an end. Must say I've really enjoyed putting this together. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this. I had never spoken in front of a camera until I started this, so it's been a massive learning curve. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Hope you guys enjoyed part 1. There's going to be many more parts to come, and they're just going to get better and better. Please leave your comments on how you thought this diary was. Please give us a like and subscribe to the Crafty Catcher YouTube channel. I'll give you a little heads up on part 2. It's going to be done down my Syndicate Lake in Harlow. Fishing there, absolute minters, like you wouldn't believe. Old scaly bad boys. There's still fish in there I'm after. It's around the £30 mark. I'd love to have it in my album. It's just an absolute belt of a fish. So I'll just go there, fish to the end of my ticket, which is end of March. So I've got about 5-6 weeks to try and catch this one fish. You should do my usual thing, pull up in a swim, introduce bait, bring the fish to me, just pray to the carp god so that fish ends up in my net by the end of March. But by the time you see this, I'll be a couple of weeks in on that lake, so keep an eye on the Crafty Catcher Facebook page, because I will be dropping little hints on there to how I'm getting on. So, tight lines, take care on the bank, and I'll see you soon.